This is the SAR K-12 Sport. It's a 9mm pistol that's as smooth as a jazz trumpet solo and as accurate as a gossip columnist's aim. Silly jokes aside, if you're looking for a competition-ready pistol that won't break the bank, then the K-12 Sport might just be your ticket to the podium. But first, SAR, being made originally in Turkey, is a newcomer to the American firearms market. But they've quickly made a name for themselves with their reliable and affordable pistols. This one is no exception. So without further ado, let's dive in a little farther. Up front, you can see we have our front sight post. Now it is blacked out along with the rear adjustable sight, but there is some porting happening in the slide. And as you can see, this weapon is clear and safe to manipulate. We always check before we ever even start videos. This pistol does have a very high bore access for a pistol. Now, it is going to make it feel, overall, very similar to something else you may know on the market. It may start with C and N and Z. For the price, this does not feel far off. Of course, this is all made out of steel. From the slide to the bottom here, everything is made out of steel. And they do pretty good with aesthetics too. You have a chrome-lined barrel, which is always nice to see, especially after you've had a long day in your competition. You go to clean it and it's shiny, very nice. And we do have a different type of gray on the grip as we do on the overall pistol with black accents, making for an overall very good looking gun. Now, you do have ambi safeties on this pistol, which actuate just as so, and a skeletonized hammer. There is a good grip on that hammer as well, nice and aggressively textured, so it'll be easy to actuate with your firing hand or your non-dominant hand, whichever you prefer. Those slide serrations are very nice because the slide overall is very, very small. It's almost, without those serrations there, it would be very difficult to grasp. Now, let's talk about that trigger. Of course, weapon has been cleared. One more time for you guys. Overall, this is a single stage trigger, so you can only fire it when the hammer is cocked and ready to go. Now, there is a little bit of wiggle here. As you can see, I can move it just a little bit, but you hit a very clear and very defined wall with like a 2 to 3 pound trigger overall. That's fantastic. It feels really good. And that reset is a little movement right there. Very tactile, very easy to feel. Very nice trigger overall. This feels great in the hand. Not to mention, you have a 17+1 magazine, since I pulled that out. Underneath the ambi safeties, you do also have your mag release. It is going to be circular, and it is going to be very aggressively textured. It's very easy to find it, and very easy to actuate with one hand or the other, however you prefer to do it. Now, the grip on here is a flat grip with very little texturing on it. It has an indentation in here that does actually help you grip it just a little bit better, as your hand does fill in that void. On the front and the back of the pistol grip, you do have a cross pattern texture that is very aggressive overall. So I don't really miss the side grip all that much. In review, this ergonomic pistol feels just as good as the other SAR pistols, except for a little better because it's made out of metal. It has a 4.7-inch match grade barrel with adjustable rear sights, a crisp single action trigger with a lightened slide. It's overall 8.15 inches with a height of 5.4 inches. It weighs in at 2.61 pounds and has manual ambi safety. Finally, it has a very nice skeletonized hammer, all wrapped up in a nice 9mm competition style package. So in conclusion, the SAR USA K-12 Sport isn't just a pistol, it's a performance machine. It's reliable, accurate, and oozes that competition-ready cool that makes you feel like a champion. So if you're looking for a pistol that's just as fun to shoot as it is to show off, the K-12 Sport deserves a place in your holster. Just be prepared to answer the questions from the jealous onlookers at the range who might mistake you for a professional shooter. And if you are a professional shooter, have fun answering all their questions. So if you have any experiences with the SAR K-12, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless, stay safe. It is time to end.